What audio channel am I in? Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I take the red pill, I know life's short, so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Welcome everyone to the third Halo Infinite Showcase presented by the Bragg House. I'm your host tonight, Victor, along with my co-host Gerald. Gerald, I missed you. How you doing? Talk to the people.
Vic, I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be back. It feels like it has been forever. And finally, we're back with another Halo Showcase, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I missed you, man. I'm excited to be here as well. We got the best dressed duo, casting duo at the Bragg House with the Hawaiian shirts on body, ready for some great Halo content tonight. We've got a bunch of returning teams as well as some newcomers as well. For you guys who haven't been here before, we're going to go straight to tournament format to kind of give you a rundown of how everything's going to be going tonight. So every series tonight throughout the entire showcase will be a best of 3 game series with 4v4 matchups and a traditional ranked playlist rule set. The maps and series will go as follows. So we'll be having Capture the Flag on Bazaar, Oddball on Live Fire, and Slayer, if we go to a game 3, which I hope we do, will be on Recharge. Gerald, I mean, we've been here before. It's going to be a fun night. We know what to expect from some of these teams, and some of the others are some newcomers. What do you have in mind for tonight? What are you thinking?
I mean, I just want to say I'm excited that UKY White is back again. They've been here for all of our showcases. They're a great team, and I love watching them play. Their play style is super exciting, and I'm definitely excited to, get that opportunity to watch them play once more. But then we also do have the reigning champs, the University of North America here, once again, looking to reclaim their title. And, I just want to see if they can do it again because, we do have some newcomers, like you said. So who knows if, FIU is going to be able to take the throne. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot on the line going on tonight. You know, the usual prize that we always see is those Halo credits, those brag bucks, and bragging rights. But as I'm bringing up brags, let's talk about the brags that we are highlighting for tonight's stream. We've got how many kills will Gross have, which is one of our newcomers from the Gross Gang team that's playing tonight, as well as how many kills will AK Donahue have, who is coming in from FIU Gold, another one of our teams. And then the most important question of the night will be who will win the showcase. And also, we want to know who will be leading the entire showcase in kills. So that's the 4 brags we're highlighting tonight, but that doesn't mean that those are all the brags that are happening on our app. So if you want to get a full list, head over and download the Brag House app on iOS or Android, and you can get all close to, I believe it's 15 to 20 brags that are going on tonight. So make sure you take a look at those. If you didn't get a chance to place any brags in tonight, be sure to download the app anyways, because we do have a jam-packed week of streams, and as we always do at Brag House, we have a lot going on that app, and a lot of opportunity to get some brags in and dethrone Daniel as being the number 1 spot that I talked about in the last showcase, which still hasn't changed. It's a tall hill to climb, but we're working on it as best as we can. Gerald, what was the brag wallet looking like tonight? How much are we putting down?
I don't know. I didn't have too much to begin with because, that our last Smash circuit last week kind of put me in the gutter. But I'm hoping to make some of it back tonight. I can't say who I put my money on for what, no insider trading, anything like
No
that.
bias.
But I'm really hoping to make it back tonight and see what happens. I just want everyone to show out, get me my brag books, get people their brag books, we'll just go from there, see what happens.
Absolutely. And I mean, even if the brag bucks are lost, we still get some great Halo competitive content out of this tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun regardless. For myself and my brags, I'm going to be honest, I was a little bit conservative this week, just because like I was saying earlier, we do have a lot of things going on our content calendar or our schedule overall. So tonight, you're already here. You guys know, Monday, 6 p.m. EST, we have the Halo Showcase, which is happening right now. But tomorrow, at the same exact time, for International Women's Day, we'll be having some of the ladies at Brag House going on our game night for some Jackbox party. So make sure to tune in for that, place the brags on those, as well as our final showcase or our final qualifier for the College Smash circuit, which is on Wednesday, 7 p.m. EST, which has been where a lot of my braggers have been going. So I'm trying to save up a little bit and make these all spread out throughout the week. And then last but not least, on Thursday, we have our first ever Braggers versus Fraggers, where some members of the community will be able to hop into a game of Dead by Daylight with some of the Brag House staff and, chase them down, get some kills in, and have a good old time with some of the Brag House crew. That's going to be starting at 6 p.m. EST as well on Thursday. So like I said, you can see why I'm trying to spread out the brag books. I don't have too many going on. I've lost a couple in the previous circuits. So I'm trying to make sure I, don't put all my eggs in one basket and, have something to look forward to after tonight in case my brags don't hit. Now, if they do hit, I'm going all in for the rest of the week. I'm going to be honest here.
I know there's definitely those moments where you're feeling kind of down bad on a losing streak and you want to be a little bit more conservative. But then, sometimes you just you get that gut feeling and you're like, let me put 1,000 down on this. Let me put,
It's a
extra
lock.
100 on that. Yeah, it's a lock. And then it doesn't hit. And, that kind of, it hurts. But we have so much going on that there's so many opportunities and chances to make it all back in literally 2 days later. So definitely that's my favorite part about being able to place brag books down all the time is because we have so much going on. And I love that, especially this week. We have so many different types of things. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you stop by, come say what's up in the chat. We do a whole bunch of other things consistently. So we'd love to see familiar faces around here. And, you start picking up on these trends of where should I place my brag bucks, what teams, what games, things like that. And then, you get to talk to me and Vic as well. So it's kind of a win-win.
That's the best part. It's the best part, man. But I mean, I'll be honest, like you were saying, there's plenty of opportunities to kind of get those brag books back. My biggest saving grace is those daily chests. You don't know how many times I've been down to absolutely zero, and I just log into the app, hit that daily chest, get my freeload 200. But we are going into our first game of the showcase. So we're going to be going right into this first match. We have the Gross Gang on first POV here, and they're going to get dropped right off the bat. Oh, Frag's going all over the place. Gerald, I'm going to let you take over here for us as we're starting off.
Yeah, so we do see some really early picks here. Both teams are looking to play super aggressive. You know, we've seen it before, controlling the high ground, trying to get those power ups in the middle of the map, and they're just already going at it. It's kind of insane. As soon as we hopped into the game, we're seeing picks across the map constantly, and I'm just curious which team is going to take advantage of the early picks.
Absolutely. I mean, it seems pretty evenly matched at the moment. I've seen pinks and greens all over that left side of the screen, so looks like they're kind of getting used to each other. As you see somebody pushing up on, yep, they're gonna they're gonna trade kills, boss man and sandwich, kind of a knuckle sandwich there. I had to get that in there. I'm sorry. I was waiting for that, like days before this even started. So if you guys kick me out, it's all right. I understand.
So it does look like Gross Gang is up in the picks, and they're going to be like the first aggressor in taking the flag. And I think it is those two early picks and taking advantage of, those spawn times that allowed them to get to the flag early and, just start moving it. But then we do see the flag carrier getting pressured, working on returning it. Does he win his one? And he wins his one, and he will get the flag return. That is just a great. And are they going to get the cap too?
It's that first cap of the showcase. Here we go. It doesn't look like anybody's there to contest it. And we will have our first cap of the showcase. Sam. Oh my good. Shackles is dropping double kills, clearing up the flag as well. Looks like they're going to try and answer back.
He unfortunately could not finish up the three-piece, getting taken out by Donahue. And he was looking to take that flag. He got those two picks. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to just go for it. But I don't think he knew Donahue was just waiting in that hallway for him.
I mean, I thought that they were going to be able to take this flag off the base, but they're doing a good job of, at least keeping it there so it doesn't, pass the middle of the map. But yeah, it's quieting down right now. I see somebody with an overshield, getting a little confident being over center map there, but looks like nobody will make them pay for it.
We've seen it many times before. One team gets that first cap and they look to slow it down quite a bit just because, they are in the lead, and we've seen it multiple times. This is not an easy map to cap on, and at this skill level. So I think whoever caps first definitely does have an advantage in
100%
creating the momentum.
Yeah, it's this one. Knuckle sandwich. I'm gonna say it every time. We, what I was gonna say is, yeah, Halo's one of those games where you don't want things to snowball too early on, because then you kind of get into that desperation mode where you're just kind of throwing yourself out there trying to play catch up. So it's still about a little under 9 minutes on the clock, so nothing too much to worry about. But you do want to make sure that this doesn't get to a 2-0 type of situation.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And like we keep seeing in the kill feed, it is pick after pick on both sides. And I think that is just like, not allowing anyone to make a push for the flag, because no one's been able to have a 4v4 fight essentially. And it's just people getting taken out early. So it definitely, I think, is adding to the pace of the game.
Absolutely. And I just want to add, if you guys are watching and making note of this, both teams are doing a great job of sticking together. That's why you see a lot of these fights or the kill feed just being so, yeah, look how it's just getting populated like that. I mean, Gross Gang just took over there entirely, but the reason you see that, that kill feed gets so full is because it's 3v3s, 2v2s, like everyone's always staying together.
Yeah, 100%. And sticking together is definitely important, and it is also risky at the same time, because like you said, it's 3v3s, 2v2s, and then you're getting 1 to 2 people picked off at once, so it definitely makes it a little bit tougher. But we do see an aggressive push towards the flag, looking to get the cap, return it, and he gets taken out, unfortunately. Shackles.
Shackles trying to get a little flashy with the grapple hook there, but didn't work out for him. All right, looks like they're posting up with the flag, just keeping it in a safe space for them. Just waiting for that return so they can get that second point.
It looks like both teams are kind of like in the same situation. The enemy's flag is in their base, but it's all up to 2 to 3 people at a time pushing and just full sending it, looking to take out the flag carrier.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to wait out? If you're Gross Gang, do you want to wait it out? You already have a lead, or do you want to just, go for the push and potentially give up a point here and have things end up being tied up?
If I'm Gross Gang, I'm trying to play as slow as possible. We know where each of our flags are, and it's just all about those little picks just like that they just make it so much easier to like return it and just kind of wait for your team to do the work for you. And I'm curious to see how this is going to play out.
Yeah, and they're at least for FIU Go, they're doing a great job of keeping those power weapons and those those abilities around and keeping them on them, because you see Sandwich, he has the Bulldog in his back pocket, a personal favorite of mine, just easy kills with the BR to finish him off. Yep, look, he's flashing it for it. I think he hears me here. But yeah, I mean, still nothing. It's kind of a standstill at this point. Everybody's kind of scared to make that move. We got both sides
Yeah,
just sticking to the flag, making sure it doesn't get returned.
yeah, both teams kind of have the same idea right now. Like one person guarding the flag and allowing the other three to kind of play a bit more aggressive. And then now it's just an absolute firefight in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
And I think this definitely pays in favor plays
I was
to the
about to say
favor
down,
of
he was
theirs.
tearing.
Yeah, and it's definitely interesting to see how this is going to finish out.
Yeah, it looks like they're both getting kind of antsy now. Like you see these fights picking up, like you were saying, in the middle of the map. It's like, all right, it's enough time wasting. It's 5 minutes left. Somebody has to make a move. Just trades left and right.
But both teams are doing such a great job defending their flag that no team like has any like little sliver of opportunity to even get close to it.
Yeah, I was about to say the ticker on that reset was getting kind of low. You might want to reset that before you forget about it. Ends up back in the base. Yeah,
That would be
everybody's
the
just,
worst way to
peek-
go down.
Everybody's peeking out. It looks like it's a little bit of a one-on-one battle between Shackles and Donahue at the moment. It's like I keep seeing both of them just kind of going at it on the kill feed.
Yeah, I feel like they have been absolutely fragging this entire game between Donahue and Shackles. We're seeing them in the kill feed a lot, and definitely like those will be the ones I think those players that make the space for your team to get to the flag. And we do see the two-piece come out, and I think this is their opportunity to go for it.
Yeah, this might be a reset, and we might see another score or not. Looks like, yeah, I think it's happening. It's hearing a return. Yep, flags returned. There we go. Sandwich with the cap for his team. 2-0, 4 minutes on the clock. And making another push right off the bat.
So it does look like Gross Gang does have a nice little lead right now. 2-0 is pretty substantial, and the flag carrier is taken out in the middle of the map. That's such a tough spot to try and, bring the flag through, because the height in this game is insane. And we're seeing a big firefight around the flag. Bodies flying everywhere. And this is just super exciting to see go down.
Oh my gosh, Shackles is... yeah, I think that was a double kill for him right there. Just swinging his BR as much as he could. But it's exactly what I was talking about earlier in the match, where you don't want to be in this place where... Oh, and just as I say that, it looks like FIU Goals, or Gross Gang actually is capturing the flag for his team. So we are 1-2, 3:30 on the clock, and things are looking a lot better for them at the moment.
So we do see a big firefight going down in the middle of the map, and it looks like they've been playing super aggressively in the middle and going for these early on frags. But like I said, it is 2-1 right now. So I think teams are going to be looking to play a little bit more aggressive with only 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, we might want to think about overtime at this point, at the very least, with 3 minutes happening.
So if you're Gross Gang and you're down 1 point, do you just full send it, or do you just try and slow it down a tad bit more?
I mean, me being just how I play, I'm full send. I'll throw myself out there, which it's maybe why I'm casting and not playing in this event. It's maybe not the best strategy, but yeah, I'm a full sender all the way. Oh my goodness, Shackles with the I'm blanking on the name. Sorry. Oh, another
Mangler.
melee for him. Mangler, thank you so much.
The Mangler is an absolutely disgusting gun, and I love using it, especially with the BR. Because, you have the nice close range and long range, and you can just put out so much damage.
Yeah, it's like, it reminds me almost like a Desert Eagle or like Wingman type of thing for those who aren't familiar with Halo. It's a similar vibe to it. It's just high power, but you got to be accurate with it as well. But it's a good gun to have if you want to clean up a kill. It's like we have some players popping an overshield. Marks all over the map, good communication. Shackles I think there's going to be a storyline for the rest of the night with Shackles and Sandwich. It looks like they have it out for each other right now.
Yeah, Shackles is just filling up the kill feed. Gross is also putting in the work. It looks like, they're trying to make that push for the flag once more. And, they're looking to at least tie it up right now. There's only a minute and a half left, so I think they're going to look to play a little bit more aggressive. And as soon as I say that, they're already pushing the flag.
Yeah, I'm loving the use of the grappler hook like during this match. It's giving me some pointers as well, of what to do.
I think the grapple hook on this map is such a necessity because it allows you to, grapple the flag, take the high ground super easily, and just kind of fly across. But they are making really good distance, and they get taken out. Sandwich with the overkill to take out the flag carriers and potentially save the game.
Man, I mean, I need to see more of this. If hopefully we can keep a game 3 going or overtime, because the way Sandwich has just been going off with another headshot, going on a killing spree, tearing up the enemy team right now, trying to keep things competitive. Hopefully get a cap in before the timer runs out. Even if you're either team FIU or Gross Gang, you want to hope to score to kind of secure a win or tie it up.
Your Sandwich unfortunately taken out. He was absolutely farming. He had that potential, game-saving play with the overkill, and then he did go on the killing spree. And I think that might have been the play right there. 13 seconds remaining. FIU Gold in the lead, 2-1, and it's just an absolute slugfest going on right now.
Yep, and as that time is ticking down, it looks like FIU might be able to take it unless this flag is... Yeah, it's in sudden death right now. Time is ticking down very fast, so it's either now or never. You got to make a play. And it looks like he has shots behind him, but he's going to try and sneak away as best as he can. He's going to try and keep that clock from dying, and he's going to get taken out. That might be the round.
I honestly think that was such an insane game to start with. Our first ones are always amazing, kind of getting a good idea of where the teams are at skill-wise. And both of these teams are just absolute fraggers. And I'm excited to see how the series goes.
Yeah, I'm hyped up for game 2. But yeah, congratulations to FIU Gold taking that first match, getting a step closer to moving on to the final round. So, I mean, a great display for our first match. Good way to set the tone for the rest of the night. Sandwich, Shackles, the whole team overall doing a great job playing together, getting those frags, kind of getting flashy with the grapple hooks and other things laying around the map. I saw a lot of grabbing the flag, swinging through like different doorways, stuff that I could never do. So I was happy to see that. It's very entertaining for me, considering that these guys are so much better than me. But it's okay. I'm not salty about it.
Yeah, that honestly, it was a very entertaining game to watch. Like, as soon as the game started, we just saw immediate, 2-3 picks on either side. And that really determined the pace of the game. Some moments it felt a lot slower just because I think the team started understanding how good the other team was and, like, going both ways. And if you peaked for even half a second or played too aggressive, like, you would get taken out. So I definitely thought that was really cool to see how both teams adjusted to, their opponent's play style.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely see that both teams were respecting each other throughout the match as the things went on. But we're going to give you a brief look at the series as the night progresses. So we just saw a 2-1 victory by FIU Gold on Capture the Flag for Bazaar. Coming up next, as soon as we get loaded, and we'll be doing Oddball on Live Fire. And then, if Gross Gang is able to mount a comeback here in this next match, we'll be going to Slayer for the very first time in the showcase, because we have not seen a game 3 as far as I remember in the past 3 showcases. So hopefully I'm hoping for that, always hoping for more Halo. So I'm rooting for Gross Gang in this next match. But also I want to add, for you guys that are watching at home, if you got the opportunity to get some brags in, there was a brag completed in that previous match. It was FIU Gold being the first to cap in the first match of Capture the Flag. So, if you hit those, congrats to you. I don't remember what I put down, so I'll be finding out later tonight how I did. But just a little reminder for you guys watching at home to keep an eye on that app and see what's going to be coming up next, because in the next match, we'll be keeping an eye on who's going to win that first round of Oddball. So we always have stuff going on for you to keep an eye on, to keep you interested in the stream. That's what Brag House and Brag Bucks are all about. So, yeah, I mean, pretty soon we'll be leading into that next match, so you can keep an eye out for those things. Gerald, I'm going to ask, if you're in the shoes of Gross Gang, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to answer seeing how well both teams played, what's your adjustment? What do you think went wrong? What was your advice to them?
Well, if I'm them, I'm looking to play kind of more as a unit, like you said earlier during the game. Those 3v3s or the 2v2s, like kind of playing close together, are super important because, I think we did realize right there FIU does have players on their team that are really skilled and will take you out with the slightest mistake. So if you have someone there to back you up and just kind of have that support and you could catch one of them off guard, I think using that to your advantage is going to be super important because in oddball as well, teams are playing so tight knit, they're playing so close together that if you get caught out in rotation, it's going to be a problem because you're getting team fired by four people at the same time. So I think if I'm Gross Gang, I'm just looking to just play as tight as possible.
Yeah, I can't agree more. I mean, and even then, it's not even a guarantee that you might win that fight. We saw some members of FIU Gold being able to hold their own and, getting doubles, triples, overkills. So it's like, it's tough to think like, hey, you want to play together, but it's easier said than done when you see guys, just going off on their own. Even when you think you may have the leg up on them, it's hard to even, guarantee that. You've seen a couple of shots out of Sandwich, Shaq was over, a couple others as well, kind of, popping off even without their teammates. So you got to be able to capitalize on those moments where it's a 3v1 or 2v1 to make the difference in oddball, especially with those staggered spawns when, you're sitting in tower, maybe garage.
Yeah, the staggered spawns in Oddball are so tough. We've seen it time and time and again where it is so hard for a team to fully regroup and, push the oddball or push the team kind of sitting, like you said, in the tower in the garage. And it's just the staggering is just so tough to get over. And I think whatever team can, do that the least might be at the advantage for this one.
100%. And I mean, another thing that I guess, looking forward to that could be an advantage for whoever gets it is that S7 sniper waiting for them in the middle of the map. Whoever gets their hands on that could be a difference maker because I know we saw in the last showcase how big of a deal that was for UN, or the Dragons, I should say. I'm not going to say the full school name because it's too long. The Dragons were able to pick up the S7 sniper and just basically control the map for the rest of that round when they had the oddball. Because especially in the next map that we're going into, there's those 3 lanes where it's just as soon as you step out, you're free. You're free. That's it. You're free. And then it's a free kill automatically.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Kirito from the Dragons. He was, the designated person using the sniper, but everyone on that team was so deadly with it. And I think if one of these teams can use that to their advantage and look to get those picks, it's going to make all the difference.
Absolutely. But it does look like we're loading into our next match, game 2 of our first series in the Halo Infinite Showcase. I'm ready to see what these guys have going on and if they can make a turnaround for the Gross Gang.
Yeah, I agree. Gross Gang, like that's the thing with these showcases that we've been having. There have been not a single bad team. It's just which team can show out more, in a sense.
Absolutely. And it looks like Sam's going to get his hands on that S7 sniper to start, see what he can do with it, see if he's their guy or their player to be wielding it, and immediately gets taken out. Visor takes out Donahue, but yeah, I mean, we've got power weapons out going all over the place. Looks like we already have somebody trying to take some objective, but it looks like they're prioritizing getting it to a safe space before they want to get a hand on it, but they are getting chased.
Yeah, it did look like an early 2v2, but by now everyone should be spawning back. And now that, these power weapons are in play and the ball is moved out from the tunnels, this is where teams are really going to start making their rotations together and just kind of hard calming. Like, ball's here, and you see Gross got left all on his own, pinched by 2 people, and it looks like FIU used that to their advantage.
Yep, and they are going to be taking up. Yeah, he has to fight here. He can't just hold the ball. He's got to try to stay alive as long as he can for his team. And Elegance, he's going to get taken out, unfortunately. But he tried the no scope from down mid, but Gross wanted no parts of that. Immediately takes out Sandwich. Even swaps and kills, but the 10 and they're going to immediately reset. They're not even going to try and drag it on. Yeah, Donahue gets taken out.
Donahue was taking. Yeah. Donahue was taking
ahead,
no chances right there, letting them take the ball and pick up those extra points because they are up 11-0 right now, and we're just seeing nades. This tunnel is so dangerous to fight in for both teams.
Absolutely, yep. And you see Elegancy just taking advantage of that. He playing it safe. Looks like they're, yeah, it looks like FIU goes swapping from tower, deciding to go garage instead. See if things go better for them on that end, because they did have to reset pretty early. And Shackles gets taken out, so does Gross. Elegancy and Sandwich holding it down for his team.
I feel like pushing FIU is just so dangerous because, you know, we're seeing 2 taps halfway across the map. Their team firing. Every single person on this team can, you know, win their 1v1s or 1v2s. So it's just about getting those early picks if you're Gross Gang.
Yeah, and you've seen them pop the invisibility shield. Oh man, Boss Man just got 2-on-1, unfortunately. The score is racking up, but Gross, oh my goodness, Gross making the marks, taking out the player, but unfortunately he was on his own. That's the big thing we were talking about earlier. Yeah, it looks like FIU is going to take control.
Yeah, being up 29-0 this early is a super good start. There's only 3 minutes remaining, and you're definitely, you know, this is a numbers game. There's not a lot of time as it was, like, you know, capture the flag. So having this big of a lead is a super good start, but we do see Gross Gang trying to make their way back up right now.
Yep, and Shackles, oh, I thought he was going to go for the sniper there. He looks like he's just going to play ball, make sure his teammates can stay alive, but he does get taken out by Elegancy. And, oh, I thought we were about to see a little tactical crouch there. I was worried for a second. The way he looked at that body, I was like, oh, man.
I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen that yet after that first game.
Yeah. Keeping it respectful, you know. But this round is flying. I don't know if it's just me, but 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 46 for FIU Gold and 8 for Gross Gang. Is, you know, if you're gonna try and make a comeback here, it's now. It's gonna happen now.
Yeah, we do see Visor. He did pick up the S7 sniper, so let's see if he can make a difference with that. Gross Gang does get 2 picks, so I think they're going to look to try and make a play. He gets a no-scope hit marker, but
he just dropped it. He's like, take it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
He's taking no chances.
All right, he's playing the sneaky game. See if we creep up on somebody with that cloak. See what his plan is here. Gross is kind of hanging by himself, but Sam's, yeah.
I think with 2 minutes left, this is definitely, like, you know, Gross Gang can come back from this. They do have, oh, and they get the early pick. Visor with the active camo. Does he get the 2? And he gets the 2-piece. You know, this could be the comeback that they needed right here. Those picks right there could make all the difference if their team capitalizes on that.
Yeah, he needs his teammates with him, though. It looks like they are going to be coming in as backup. Bossman's going to clean up the kill for his teammate there, take out Donahue. All right, so now they're going to start racking up kills. Perfect timing. They got about a little under 2 minutes. The clock does stop when you're wielding the ball, which is great. So it kind of, you know, alleviates some stress there. Not really playing against the clock unless you drop ball. And Sandwich might be... Oh, he's he took off right when Sandwich ran through that middle gap.
Yeah, they're so close. The score is so close right now. Like, it looks like Gross Gang is getting the advantage of the picks, but FIU is just playing so aggressive on them. And they just kind of ran them out of garage.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we were talking about, staying together as a team. It looks like they're good for a second, they're set, and then that one pick happens and things kind of just crumble down for Gross Gang. So, you know, it's not too far off yet. Still only a 14-point difference, as I'm saying so. So, you know, it's still anyone's game by any means. It's not over yet.
Oh, I agree 1,000%. It looks like, you know, they're just slowly working the ball through the tunnels, trying to just back up as much as possible and move away from FIU spawn. But unfortunately, Visor does get taken out. Yeah, they do get the trade, which, you know, a 3v3. And Shackles with the 2-piece, the double melee, that could make all the difference right there.
Absolutely. And then, yep, Gross is trying his his hardest to keep his team in it. And as I say that, it looks like Gross Gang just took the lead. I can't believe I just missed that. It's 60-54, minute left on the clock, and oh, this is a risky play right here. He just damaged himself with the nade. He's gonna push into 2 people. Can't do that.
So yeah, luckily Grossgang was able to, take advantage of, these early picks and hold on to the ball longer. And now they are a solid 10-point lead, but it looks like FIU is slowly working their way back up, trying to close that distance. And it looks like in about a second or two here, they will be tied.
Yeah, this is getting kind of stressful for me. I'm like sitting on the edge of my seat. Clock is ticking every time they drop the ball, and Sandwich is gonna take out Gross. Go for the double kill as well. Sandwich is continuously showing why he's in the showcase and why he deserves to be here, but he can only do so much. Gets
I
taken
would
out,
have loved to see
unfortunately.
that 180 no scope for the three piece.
I would have.
That would
I
have
would have
just been
lost it.
insane.
I would have walked off. Oh, the no scopes all night. I'm one of these are gonna hit.
I don't know that's my favorite part about watching this oddball on this map especially is that sniper and seeing what plays like can be made from it.
Yeah. Everybody's just playing keep away at this point. There's two. I mean, clock is ticking though. You got to be careful here. And the trade, but his teammate comes up behind him with kind of reserve, and then he has Bossman coming in to clean up as well. So it looks like Grossgang does have a chance to retake the lead here with only less than 20 seconds and counting. But nobody's
See,
pushing
if you're
ball.
FIU, you have no reason to pick up the ball. You have such a good lead. Only 10 seconds left. All you have to do is make sure the other team doesn't touch it, and
Gross.
you kind of just secured yourself a round dub.
If he can win this fight, it's unfortunate. It's only round one, but it does go to FIU gold. Congratulations to them. We're going to be going to round two right here. So maybe we see a reverse sweep in this match here, but let's get into it.
Considering FIU gold was up 30-0, Grossgang did a really good job at coming back that round.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't let it get out of their hands too much. I mean, that last, fight there, I would have liked to see a little bit more push to maybe keep the objective in your hands, considering the clock was so low there. But it's only so much you can do if you have, you're surrounded by the enemy team.
Yeah, I think FIU did a great job at not allowing Grossgang to touch the ball because that's all they had to do. They had 10-point lead and Gross with the sniper out of nowhere.
That's what we were waiting on. I didn't. When I least expected it, he came through with the no scope. But trades left and right. Got the heat wave in hand.
So FIU does have a nice little 13-0 lead right now. They're going back and forth on the picks. I think Donahue just got the two-piece, and it gave them ball, and he gets the no scope. Donahue, let's go!
Donahue got one back right at
That's what
them.
we needed. That is what we needed.
Oh man. Yeah, we got to keep whoever has sniper in him. Got to keep POV on them. But Sandwich is still doing his thing, getting kills, making the call outs that are needed for his team. He's gonna run into Shackles, and he's gonna take him out as well. He's on a killing spree. Nobody can stop him. See if Gross can turn
FIU is
things
just
around.
getting
And
all
no,
these picks. Donahue, oh my gosh.
takes two to take out Donahue.
Yeah, it really does. He just went on an absolute rampage right there.
All right, Shackles is holding ball, but he does get taken out, so the clock or the score is going to stop running from there. So it's 39-0, 3:45 and counting on the clock. FIU with the early lead once again, so hopefully things can adjust for Grossgang and make this a little bit. And as I say that, look at that. Score is climbing. 7 and counting for Grossgang. Let's see how long they can keep this in their hand. They have a good chance for a reset as well whenever they need to.
Yeah, exactly like we saw last round. FIU Gold did take a pretty big advantage early, but Grossgang did make their way back, and like you said, just get that quick reset, and your team's already making their way towards the newly respawned ball.
Love to see how we're not really getting a chance to hear comms right now, but I can tell just by how their team is reacting that as soon as he went for the reset, all three players immediately went towards bottom mid to grab that ball. And they did get it for a couple seconds, but FIU Gold took it over once again.
Yeah, I think comms and oddball are so important. Being aware that your ball carrier is getting pushed, where the enemy team is, where they're coming from. Because if you're the ball carrier, you always want to be prepared to drop the ball and join your team in fighting.
Yeah, and I just got, oh my God, down again with
Oh,
another no scope. He tried to go for two.
he hit the no scope
Taken out.
from a pretty good distance on the ball carrier, and I bet you he was not expecting that whatsoever.
Nah, I think that was completely calculated. That was all planned. Pure skill. But I do want to add, I'm getting word here from some stats from our previous match. So, do you want to guess how many kills Sandwich had in our previous Capture the Flag? Gerald?
Oh, I'm guessing it was quite a few.
Yeah. So what I'm getting here, if this is correct, he had 28 kills all on his own. And as I say that, he takes out Shackles to keep the ball in his team's hands.
FIU is just looking so dangerous in all of these gunfights, and they're just taking like the aim is immaculate. Like your sandwich just absolutely beaming kids from halfway across the map, but it is still a close game.
It is, but it is getting kind of close to that max score to close out the round. It's not, I mean, it's not too close, but it's also getting to that, danger zone with 3 minutes left. You got FIU with 71, and as I say that, Gross Gang is climbing up with 60 and counting, kind of creeping up and taking the lead, hopefully taking the lead.
Yeah, anything is possible. Honestly, it's only like they're only up by 11. That's just a couple of seconds of holding the ball, and that is definitely doable with how much time is left from Gross Gang.
100%, and now it's getting close to that 75 mark. Boss Man getting some frags for his team. Ball swapping back and forth. Sam's currently backing up into Garage, hopefully not to get taken out by Shackles or any of the members of Gross Gang. But I just want to note for you guys that have brags on Sandwich, he is one of our highlighted kill brags from what I remember. So he's in that second tier right now, keeping an eye out if he did place into that, because I think I did. So I'm hoping, it stays there so I can hit, but it's all right. Either way, I'm loving what I'm seeing from both sides, especially from Sandwich as well as Shackles. Great no scopes, and looks like, yeah, Gross Gang setting up, same spot. Looks like this is a preferred spot of choice to be able to reset, which they will do, and immediately gets taken out. So hopefully, and yeah, it looks like the majority of Gross Gang is taken out, so they won't be able to go too mid for the recap.
Yeah, he had that tingle on the back of his neck that he was getting pushed. He knew exactly,
Spidey
he was
senses.
about to die. Yeah, so he needed to get rid of that ball as fast as he could because, like, you know what? Look at them now. They're only down by 1 point after being down 39-0, and they do get the early picks into this gunfight. So I think this could be Gross Gang's game right here.
Yeah, we're at a 2-minute warning. It's about to hit 90 to 82. So let's see what they can pull out together. FIU, I see a lot of FIU love in the chat, so just trying to get some love for them. Maybe they can rally a comeback and end this round for them. It's 94, super close. If there's a chance where they even hold it for 5 more seconds, that could be it. But Sanders is going to make sure that doesn't happen. Hopefully he has some teammates to kind of back him up and keep him alive while he holds the ball. Minute and 49. Clock is stopped. They're gaining on that lead, hitting almost 90 points and counting. And looks like FIU is gonna keep their numbers around them. Hopefully Shackles can, and no, he's gonna get taken by Elegancy. This might be the round for them, and that'll be it. FIU Gold takes it 2-0 against Gross Gang. Congratulations to them. They will be moving on to our final round. I mean, it's cut and dry. They were just dominant. You could see it with the clips, which I hope some of you guys got in chat. There was plenty of no scopes, plenty of text with the grappler. A lot of talent out of this FIU team, and they're a newcomer as well. So we will be seeing them in the finals for the first time. But we will go into a series overview to see how everything wrapped up. Give you an overview, for those that are just joining us. So in that first match, we did do Capture the Flag on Bazaar. It was a 2-1 victory by FIU. And then in this recent match, we had Oddball on Live Fire with a 2-0 victory by FIU as well. So that means we won't be moving on to Slayer on Recharge, which is unfortunate. Much love to Gross Gang. Appreciate the entire team for showing up. We would love to see you in a feature showcase as well. But congratulations to FIU. They'll be moving on and hopefully seeing the winner of UKY White, a returning team, as well as the returning champions, the University of North America Dragons. Super excited to see what these two seasoned teams UKY White has come back, 3 times now? This is our second time seeing the University of North America Dragons looking to repeat. Now, I've seen it. We've seen it in the past. We saw UKY White and Blue, which is our first ever champion, take it home for University of Kentucky. But UKY White hasn't gotten one as themselves as a team. So maybe they're looking to bring home a championship, a second for Kentucky as a school, and then White for their first for their own team as well. But yeah, we have our, I saw earlier today on our social media, we kind of running with the Return of the Dragons storyline here with University of North America Dragons being our showcase number 2 champions, looking to repeat and be it back to back for the 3rd showcase that we're currently in. But that is the conclusion of our series. So we will be going to a short break, getting our new teams all ready to go for our next group of matches, and then we'll be right back, everybody. Hang tight.
That VR is an insane weapon. That's why, it is ranked meta. That's why you get that gun, because, it does take some skill to go for those headshots to crack those shields and things like that. And we already see Valorant players +1 kind of making a move.
For that cap, yeah. And I will say something that was worth, that I found interesting is the one with the overshield didn't carry the flag. So I believe it was Taco with overshield, but he protected the flag carrier instead of becoming the actual flag carrier. So he was kind of pushing himself out there, keeping the enemy team off of the flag carrier, able to let him to, move on and progress towards the map and ultimately get the cap. Looks like they're gonna make yeah, there was a 3v1 situation with overshield. They're gonna send that back to base, and it looks like it's gonna be another cap coming in unless a miracle can happen here. Someone swoops in with a grapple hook and rocket launcher.
Yeah,
and there goes
right there,
2-0.
In that corner, there's not too much you can do about that with the whole team kind of just collapsing on you and not letting you get away. Definitely it is a close match, kind of like we predicted it to be. 2 very smart teams, so just seeing who can outsmart the other one.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at the score, you might want to. I don't blame them for kind of trying to slow things down. But as I say that, it looks like there's kind of a major fight going on lower tower, and it looks like Decryptor is going to end up being on the better half of that. Our boy, who did get the chance to speak to before the showcase, is going to move over to open field, kind of pick a fight. He does get the assist there from Inertia. So it looks like they're taking. Yeah, I guess this is their sweet spot. We like to keep things comfortable. They do catch one player hiding underneath bottom mid. A slower paced game, like you were saying. So yeah, and as I say that, there's going to be two easy kills for Inertia there.
Their mechanics and their aim just kind of seem insane at this point. We're seeing just a lot of quick tubers, from long distances. They're kind of playing these angles as a team. I can't even imagine the callouts they're going on through their channel right now, just kind of talking to each other. And then we get Inertia with another 2-piece, and they're just kind of dominating right now. I'm going to be honest. It felt close to start, but now they're kind of pulling away super hard, and that's just the way it goes. UK Blue just kind of they're holding on to this momentum the best that they can.
On point all the time. They go for the power-ups. They call out all the time, and yeah, they're catching. They're catching.
Oh my gosh!
That's a triple nade. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Inertia might be that guy for this team here. It looks like he's been all over the place. Yeah, look at that. Cleaning up the entire team on his own.
4-piece. Yep. I mean, now he has the active camo. He's just a threat. He's unstoppable right now.
They're in garage. Inertia's trying to kind of sneak in there. I don't know if I recommend it. He is kind of by himself right now.
So he does look like he's taking advantage of the active camo. Yep. Quick little 2 burst.
He had no idea.
Easy. And I think it's just plays like that separate, good players from bad players, is that they come in with confidence. They know they have. And as soon as on cue, the overkill,
Hippo with the heat wave.
Pinnacle Hippo. Wow.
in the back end. So, we were talking about how Sandwich is dropping a 28 on Capture the Flag. Sam with a 30 bomb on this last match of oddball for his team. I mean, I didn't even realize it. It seems he had a kill death ratio or KDA of 14.3. 14.3 on oddball, where you're supposed to be playing the objective and do it, like you were able. That's what a 30 bomb of 4.3, 14.3. That's insane. But as we lead into this next series, I want to go over the bracket very briefly, give you an idea of how the night will progress. So we just saw before the break that FIU Gold 2-0'd Gross Gang. Congratulations to them. Much love to Gross Gang. But coming up next, we'll have our University of North America Dragons going up of the University of Kentucky White team in a 3-game series like we just saw. Same format, same series of game modes. I'm super excited to see what happens from here because these are 2 returning teams. So, and I don't remember if they faced off before. I believe UKY Blue did, but not UKY White. But also want to give you a bit of a brag update as well, just to show you how everything has been progressing. Or if you missed what we're highlighting tonight, it's how many kills will Gross have, which, I mean, at this point, he has to be in that 51 to 75 tier or something. It has to be the way that he's been on this kill feed. Same with AK Donahue. They're both, pushing that 51 to 75 range after these last few matches. And then obviously we'll be seeing who will win this showcase. Fortunately, Gross Gang won't be an option if you place that. It looks like it's down to FIU, Dragons, and University of Kentucky. Also, which team will be leading the showcase in kills, which the way things are looking, it might just be FIU, the way that their players have just been dropping close to 30 bombs left and right from each of their players. An insane markup, especially how quickly these matches have been running through. But Gerald, University of North America Dragons, our previous champions, which is with the returning University of Kentucky team. What are you looking forward to? Who are you looking forward to see? Is it Maskey? Is it Anthony, who we've seen in the past? Who do you think we should be looking out for? Or, what is most exciting to you? What's coming up?
I definitely have been looking forward to watching the Dragons play. Once I saw that they signed up again, I definitely got very excited because based off of previous showcase, they absolutely fragged out. Their play style is very put together, and they're just a very entertaining team to watch. But then UKY White, they're just the OGs. They've been through this before. They know what it takes to win, and I definitely think this is going to be a really good matchup. Because, yes, we do have our previous champions, but then this is also going to be University of Kentucky's 3rd time being in a showcase. And, they have that experience. They kind of know what it's like. And I'm guessing they probably watched, Dragons VOD or watched them as it was going on and kind of get an understanding of, who are the players to look out for and things like that. So I definitely think this is going to be a very exciting fight. Fight, game, series, whatever one may call it. And I'm definitely just excited to watch both teams just absolutely, put their heart into it.
I know, yeah. And to your point, if University of Kentucky White didn't watch their VOD, I know I did because I had to go back and see some of those clips that they were hitting on Oddball during our last showcase. Yeah, I mean, like you said, University of Kentucky, 3-time returning team, very well done, like very well seasoned in what they need to do in the showcase. They know what it takes to win. Same thing, University of North America Dragons. They're just essentially a well-oiled machine. They can get flashy, but they're so disciplined on how they work the map and communicate with each other. You can, if we ever get like an overhead view again of them, you can kind of just see everybody has their lane. They know where to be. They know their strengths. They know their weaknesses and what needs to be done to kind of maintain a lead when they get their hands on it.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. But in UKY White's defense, when we had first seen them, they had only been a team for only a handful of weeks. But now, there's been some time, there's been some chemistry built up, probably some practice going on. So I'm definitely excited to see what they pull out today.
Yeah, and it also helps to have, your other team, your UKY Blue team, have experience, like direct experience against the Dragons because they were playing them in the finals of our last showcase. But, it looks like we're loading into our first match here. Let's get into it. Capture the Flag. And you see a lot of repeating names. You see Finical Hippo, See Maski, Kirito already off the bat, send the tone. But Gerald, I'm gonna let you take it over here as we get into this first match.
Yeah, so like how every game goes, we look at these teams taking control of the high ground because it is so precious. Having that advantage in Kirito with the two tap straight onto Antonio. This dude, he's just an absolute demon. And it looks like they're already making a super aggressive push towards UKY White's flag, and they're doing exactly what they said they would do. They're playing super tight knit, and they're already moving it. And let's see if UKY White can bounce back from this very aggressive play style.
Yeah, I mean, Kirito must have already like 5 kills off the bat just on his own. But Finical, yep, there you go. Kirito again might be going for a double kill here. Oh, his kill gets stolen. It's all right. We got plenty more to come. Call outs left and right. Looks like. Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, so we do see, just a lot going on in the middle of the map. They're looking to, take out the ball carrier, grappling on him. Finical Hippo unfortunately taken out. But Kirito's just kind of making his way around the map, playing that outside defense, looking to pick up any stragglers. And Snake Jr. just couldn't do anything about that.
Shaka just took that first point for the Dragons. We didn't get a chance to see that there, but they're going to take an early lead. And I was just going to say, I mean, Kirito's just been so aggressive. Pyramid with the Mangler as well, taking out Finical Hippo. It's just been, yeah, I mean, they've backed up University of Kentucky to a wall at this point. You got to kind of take a second to reset and take a deep breath before this guy gets out of hand.
It does look like the Dragons are down 2 right now. So I'm wondering if UKY White is going to take advantage of them being down so much and, trying to throw that aggression back in their face.
But we've seen, I think that's, yeah, Shaka's going to pop the overshield. It's going to kind of even the numbers for them right there with the double kill. Not taking a lick of damage out of that. He's using pure overshield to keep him alive as he grabs the flag and makes a hard push to make it 2-0 nice and early.
So we do see the 2v1 on the flag, and Antonio does take out 2 before getting taken out from behind by Maski, but it looks like they do get the flag return, and they don't get the flag return just yet, and they're looking to just, get that back as soon as possible because going down 2-0 is a little bit more difficult than 1-0.
I need a kill update on Kirito right now because the way he's just popping up in this kill feed. Snake Jr. is going to double kill with the Mangler and the Bulldog in hand, getting the melees left and right. A lot of trades on this kill feed here.
So the flag still has yet not been returned. And as soon as I say that, so now both teams are able to play. Yeah, both teams are now able to play their usual game without having to switch it up. We see a nice little 1v1. Antonio unfortunately taken out by Maski, and Maski waiting in that corner, waiting for his shield to recharge. And then we do see Finical Hippo get taken out, playing it, aggressively towards the middle. And I'm just curious to see, how aggressive can these teams continue to keep playing?
Yeah, and I did get a kill update on Kirito. He's at 8 kills. In my mind, that felt like he had like 20. I don't know why. I just kept seeing him everywhere. But looks like they're doing a good job of keeping things in their favor for the Dragons. Yeah, they just have everybody pinned. You got to be careful hanging around in mid like this. And then that overshield has been theirs.
Yeah, having control of the overshield, especially in capture the flag, I feel like is so important because that allows you to, protect the flag carrier better, or if you're the flag carrier itself, makes it a little bit easier to run around with. And it looks like the Dragons have just been taking advantage of that the whole entire game.
And it looks like we're going to be having a second cap for the University of North America Dragons. Maski putting himself on the board with a 2-0 lead for his team as more numbers for the University of Kentucky continue to fall. And yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize that Shaka's leading the lobby with kills with 14. So I don't know. I mean, Kirito's doing this thing, but sleeper player to watch, Shaka 3206 all the way as he just gets a melee kill.
We were just watching bodies drop left and right across the entire map. both of these teams, they're just playing so aggressive. They're just trying to show, like, assert their dominance, say, hey, we're the better team, we'll beat you in a gunfight. Maskey with the nice little 2-tap. He gets a double piece on Finical Hippo. Does he get the 3-piece? And he gets the 3-piece on Antonio. Does he get the 4-piece?
4? Ah,
His
the
teammate
assist. It's
finishes
okay.
it out for him.
And he will grab the flag as well.
He is pushing this flag with haste.
Well, we'll count it. Yeah, I mean, and I just hear bullets flying around him. He's not even phased. He's not even looking at it. He's like, I'm just going to walk past and act like this isn't happening. Hopefully make this 3-0, Nobody has to know. And, yep, right when I say it, 3-0 lead for the Dragons. 6 minutes on the clock. You have to think, if you're University of Kentucky White, that, you got to, the game plan has to change. Whatever you're trying right now is not working. You got to figure out what's going to, stop this momentum that the Dragons are just riding on right now.
I think we just watched Maskey speed run the flag all the way across the map, but it does look like 3 members of UKY White were just taken out, and I think this is going to be the moment where, one team just makes that aggressive push, or they look to stay back a little bit. But Finical Hippo with the 2-piece, they do start moving the enemy flag, and I think this could be their best opportunity to get their first capture of the game.
Yeah, a couple of their players are just recently still loading in, so you have a good chance to move it past middle of the map, get a little bit closer. Hopefully his teammates can back him up here, but it looks like there may be a reset, unfortunately, killing that momentum for the team.
Yeah, momentum is so big in capture the flag, and it's so important. Oh my, Kirito with the nice little flick. What was that? Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
That was insane.
So close to getting the flag going, and then you just see bodies drop left and right. Everybody seemed to be on low health there. He was just 1-taps across the board.
I know, it's so satisfying with the BR getting those nice little 1-taps on someone that has their shield broken. Just straight to the head.
It's just like Christmas every time. You just see that shield flash off. It's like, oh, let me just steal this real quick. Also want to note that for University of Kentucky White, that Antonio is currently leading with 10 kills for his team. So hopefully, we can bump those numbers up, because, yeah, we need to change soon. 4 minutes on the clock. Oh my, Maskey, you need to stop. You need to stop. Maskey with the double kill. Oh my goodness.
These plays, these like individual plays that these players are making are just absolutely disgusting. They don't need any power-up weapons. All they need is a BR in their fists, and they're hitting flicks left and right. And look at the tracking on that. Takes out one. He's working his way to the flag, sees that he is down a teammate, but he's still just going to, play around the flag and hope to make a play.
He wasn't even worried that there was 3 players just there. He just pushed anyway. And he's going to take him out regardless. It doesn't matter who you bring into his... well... I was wrong. If NB pulls up, Maskey's getting taken out. But he did the best he could with what he had. It's all right. But you do get the reset, which is good. 3 minutes on the clock. If you want to make a change here, it's going to be an insane comeback and a lot of coordination from your team. But I don't want to count them out. It's still early. Plenty of time to make it happen. There is also overtime you want to take into account. So I wouldn't count University of Kentucky White out just yet.
Yeah, if they can, crank 1 minute a capture, 1 capture a minute, excuse me, it's doable. I think it's doable. It just depends how aggressive they play. The communication, like you said, is so important in game modes like this, and I definitely don't think they're out of it.
And just an update previously from earlier, it looks like Kirito did take the lobby lead 4 kills. So it's something to keep in mind for you guys that bragged on that, who will lead the entire showcase in kills. It looks like it'll be between the Dragons and FIU Gold, depending on how the series plays out moving forward.
Yeah, we do see the Dragons moving UKY White's flag across the map, bringing it to this high ground, and I think if they can get this captured, it could just be, that last dagger in the wound or salt in the wound and put them up 4-0.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be. It's looking like it's going to be a 4-0 lead for the University of North America Dragons. Kirito getting a cap in for himself as well. Great work in this first match out of the UNONA Dragons. I don't want to say that this is a wrap on this round, but it's not looking too good for University of Kentucky. At this point, you might want to kind of get a cap in for morale's sake before this clock runs out.
Yeah, if you can get at least, one cap, that might make things a little bit better. Pour a little water on the fire. But it does look like
yeah,
the Dragons are
no
going
water.
for that fifth cap. No water whatsoever.
That'll be a 5-0 cap for the University of North America Dragons. Amazing, dominant first game win for them. Love to see it. Love the coordination. They have not lost a single ounce of momentum since the last showcase. So props to them. University of Kentucky White. Well, it's not, the series is not over. Maybe capture the flag is just not their game. We got some oddball coming up after this. If maybe oddball is their thing, they can come into some Slayer. So again, it's not over by any means. This was a dominant lead, but we have seen in the past that game one is usually like a feeler match. So maybe after this one, University of Kentucky White can kind of say, hey, we need to make some changes. Their coach or their captain kind of talk them through it, like, hey, these things aren't working. This is a different game mode. We got to approach things differently. But we will jump to our series overview to give you a recap of this last match, as well as the maps moving forward. So once again, like you're used to seeing, we have Capture the Flag on Bazaar, which ended in a 5-0 victory from the University of North America Dragons. So congrats to them. For you guys that are just joining us recently, the rest of the matches will go as follows. We're going to Oddball next on Live Fire. And then depending if, University of Kentucky could pull it together, we'll be going to a game 3 on Slayer on Recharge, which, again, we've been waiting for on all these showcases. I'm looking for this match 3. I want to be on Recharge, see what they have for us, and, rack up them kills, just go frag for frag, which at this point, it looks like it's going to be kind of a high kill type of series going on. Just how, we had Maisky with 26 kills. Kirito is probably in that similar range as well. And, we had also Antonio, who was also holding it down for University of Kentucky White. But those aren't really, kills don't really matter in terms of score. You can do kills all you want, but all that matters is, holding those flags, holding those oddballs, running the score up. But, Gerald, I will ask you again, if you do have an answer for University of Kentucky White, if you're in their shoes, what's the change? Who needs to pull through for them?
I don't know. We did see, Antonio. He was pulling his weight. He was getting those picks, but I think it's just like an aggression thing. We did see a lot of them get caught out in 2v1s. There's 2 dragons against one of them. Situations like that. So I think if they can coordinate that a little better and get themselves out of those situations or not get put into them, I think, UKY White has all the skill in the world to beat the Dragons this round. It's for sure not over. This match could go either way, honestly, and I'm definitely excited to see, what UKY White pulls out of their back pocket in order to make this comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said before in the previous series, this is all a momentum game. A lot of the times when you kind of get hit in the face right off the bat with, I believe, it was like, I think the Dragons capped in like less than the first minute of the round, like with the clock running. When you end up like that and your back is against the wall, it's kind of hard to like fall out of that, especially when you keep getting wiped and wiped and wiped, and your team is staggered throughout the rest of the match. But yeah, I mean, like you said, Gerald, it's not over by any means. But for you guys that are just joining us, I also want to go over, we love the showcase going on right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm still here. We're not going anywhere. We still have one more series after this, a couple more matches, hopefully, for this second series. We want to go over the schedule that's going on for the rest of this week. Tomorrow night, 6 to 8 p.m. EST, Tuesday, International Women's Day. Jackbox party with the women of Bragg House. Come hang out, come watch, come support. It's going to be a good time. And then after that, on Wednesday, 7 to 10 p.m., the final qualifier for our Collegiate Smash circuit will be on Wednesday, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern. It's been a lot of fun working on that, seeing a lot of good competition, a lot of good teams, a lot of good, techie type of play if you're into Smash, if FPS isn't really your thing. And then lastly, for the first time ever, we'll be having our Braggers versus Fraggers, which that game will be Dead by Daylight, where you get to play with some of the Bragg House staff. That'll be Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. EST, and Brags will be available for all of these. So make sure to check out and download the app for that and keep an eye on updates with that. But we will be hopping into our first. Oh, never mind. That's my mistake. We won't be hopping into our first game. Gerald, if you had to pick, what are you looking forward to most? Obviously, we can't say the showcase. That's being biased. This is our thing. But from the next couple of days, what are you looking forward to keeping an eye on, placing your brags on? What are you looking forward to?
I'm definitely excited to see this Braggers versus Fraggers. It's going to be such an entertaining series that, we're going to be having, consistently and things like that. And I think it's just going to be so fun to watch people from the Bragg House community going up against, us at Bragg House and, the different games and everything. And Dead by Daylight is such a fun game to watch to begin with. Now I can't even imagine, making it a little bit of a competition, making a little, fun little situation. So I've been looking forward to watching that all week. I think it's going to be super cool, and I'm definitely excited to see more of that in the future for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be in this first one, unfortunately, but I hopefully I can get put into this Braggers versus Fraggers at some point. I am a recent, fan of Dead by Daylight. I wasn't playing it super like I just started playing it recently, and it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a different pace, from what we usually do on here with, Rocket League or Halo or Apex, where it's a lot more competitive thought in mind. So this is more, get a chance to get to know us better, have some fun with us, a little bit more casual, have some fun. So yeah, definitely look out for that. Dead by Daylight won't be the only game that we'll be doing for this, so you can look out for, maybe some more competitive type stuff in the future. Some, some Valorant maybe, or, maybe some Halo. You definitely gonna see me on there as well as Gerald, and anything else you may be able to think of. We're open to what you guys are interested in. We're community based. We're all about the community. We want to know what you guys think. So let us know in chat or just talk in the Discord if you want to join up on that, or hit us up on.
I think you froze for a second there, Victor.
Did I? Okay. Well, we are pitching to our first game, so it looks like we'll be loading in right now. Match 2 of our second series will be Oddball. So let's get right to that. But I don't know how much you missed there. I was just saying earlier that Dead by Daylight won't be our only game we'll be doing for these Braggers versus Fraggers. So if Dead by Daylight isn't your thing, be sure to let us know and give us some suggestions. But here we are in our next game. We've got, like I said, Dragons versus University of Kentucky White.
So I think, we saw from the last game that the Dragons are going to look to take advantage of, that power weapon in the middle, the sniper, and just kind of get that in Kirito's hands. Maisky, I think, already has 2 picks, but we see NB taken out, and it looks like the Dragons are already on a roll. They're up 2-0 score-wise. I think they took about 3 or 4 of UKY White's players out, and they do have control of the active camo.
Yep. And they're taking command over Tower right off the bat. They're playing no games, setting up early. And it looks like, Kentucky is making a good job of moving together. As I say that, it gets an unfortunate nade. But, oh my goodness. Yeah, Maisky's just on a tear right now, right off the bat, taking them out one by one. Amazing job from the Dragons so far. 23-0, 4 minutes and 20 seconds and counting.
I need to figure out whatever controller these everyone is using, because I think it's a controller diff. They're absolutely farming right now. The tracking is insane, the headshots and everything, and we're just watching the Dragons just play so tight-knit as a team. Anytime a Kentucky player tries pushing up, they're just stopping them. They're having no chance.
Oh, man. Yeah, ball carrier kind of got to move out of there. It looks like it's about to be like a triple team type of situation. He needs his teammates to pull up and back him up here.
But being so close to the edge of the map is so nice, because he can just quickly reset it and stop University of Kentucky from even putting any points on the board. But it looks like he does not have to worry about that right now, because his team just absolutely, kept him covered.
Yeah, he's sitting nice and tight on that staircase, not have to worry about too much. He's got about 2 of his players alive, or 3, I should say. Finical Hippo and Antonio Blue are trying to hold things down, keep pressure on them so it doesn't get too out of hand. But yeah, oh my goodness, he's just getting meleeed. It's super unfortunate to see. It's already, oh my goodness, the round is about to close already. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. But the Dragons will take the first round. Congrats to them. Maesky leading the team, or leading essentially the match with 11 kills with a huge wide margin. Shouts out to them. And Kirito with taking 100 of the objective. He scored every single point for his team that round.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just sat up there on the tower and held onto the ball the entire time. He felt no need to drop it, and his team definitely kept him pretty well protected, I might say.
I need to know whoever's on the sniper. We need that view because I saw somebody pick it up, but I haven't been seeing getting a use so far. I want to see if we get some clips out of the Dragon sometime soon.
So we do see a nice little 1-point lead right now, 1-0. Both teams are looking to just, kind of get these picks out of the way. Make sure, teams are looking to have people respawn. But we do see Dragons get 3 picks immediately as soon as I say that. And they do have control of the ball once again.
Yeah, looks like they're defaulting for Garage at the moment. I guess he's kind of pinned with the University because like pushing up on the left side. Got to be careful there. Maybe make some call-outs for his teammates to back him up here. Can't win that fight on his own. It looks like Antonio's going all in for his teammates, hoping to reset the ball on their side. And he does get the kill. Hopefully he can get some teammates to join in on him so he can grab that ball and, gain in on that lead and not allow a 100-0 round like they just went through.
Yeah, that was definitely a very good push coming from University of Kentucky. They got their picks. They played, just the right amount of aggressive, and they won all their ones, which I think is super important. But once again, they're getting instantly pressured off respawn, and I think Dragons are going to look to take that recovery once again.
That heat wave is just tearing through some of the members of the University of North America Dragons. 2-shot kill pretty much every time if you're good with it.
Once I figure out how to use that gun, I became a problem with it. It took me a long time to realize how to use it. But once I figured it out, I started having a lot of fun.
Oh, and then Antonio just crept up on Shaka, being able to reset the ball there. Hopefully get some score up for his team. Maesky gets taken out by Snake. And
with the gross strafe. That was nice.
Oh. Damn, Antonio was doing so well there. He gets taken out, unfortunately. But his team is gaining up on score. It's a lot closer than that last round. We got 10-13, 3 minutes on the clock. Looks like they're making some great adjustments from what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, they definitely, changed some things up from that last round. But it looks like Dragons are going to go back to what worked out so well for them and take it back to tower and play around that.
As we're saying that, Dragons are back to racking up the score, but they're trying their best to stop them here. We got to stop calling them out, man. We Caster's Curse. Every showcase we talk about it, and we always fall victim.
The Caster's Curse is very much real, especially in Halo, I feel like.
And yep, there you go. Dragons sitting pretty again on that tower staircase. Maesky this time trying to get some objective score up for him. Love the aerial shots, though. It gives you a great perspective of how they operate as a team.
Yeah, like definitely seeing that the Freebird cam is super nice because you can see where each team member posts up, and I can only imagine what they're calming when they're watching, the enemy team rotate into them. And just the angles they're holding, you just can't do anything about it. Kirito just getting 2 picks off of every push, and it just kind of delays it even harder.
It's that tower superiority I was talking about last showcase. So you get that view of all 3 lanes, especially with like the way that the Dragons communicate. You can essentially just cancel any push. Oh my goodness.
That was absolutely disgusting. But we do see Antonio get a handful of picks, looking to make a difference for his team. It's not over yet. There's still almost 3 minutes left. They've gotten these picks, and they're looking to take advantage and grab the ball and, hopefully get the score up a little bit more.
Yeah, at this point, you just got to, take the cheesy points, kind of hold on to the ball, do the resets if you have to, keep the ball out of the hands of the Dragons, because essentially if they get hold of it one more time, that might be the round.
Yeah, so it does look like they opt to reset the ball, and the Dragons were already on it. They probably, I'm assuming they called out the reset and are looking to just close out these final last points.
Oh my goodness, Kirito's gonna make sure that yeah, they don't stop that push for them, and that'll do it. That was man, that was a speedy round on both ends for the first and second. UNA Dragons will take the series win, and also if you're keeping an eye out on brags that was completed, they did win that first round of oddball as well. So if you place them as your winners, then there you go. You got some free brag bucks going your way tonight, which will go on to those next streams that we'll be doing the rest of the week. But Gerald, they're back where they want to be. I mean, much love to University of Kentucky White. Happy to see you always coming out to showcase some skills on our showcases. But it will be the Dragons and the FIU Gold team going up in our finals. So we'll go over an overview of this previous series you just watched. It is a 5-0 victory for the Dragons in Bazaar for Capture the Flag, as well as a 2-0 victory, which you guys just saw on Oddball in Live Fire. Still no round, still no map 3. It's unfortunate. But it is what it is. We'll move on to our final series, which will be FIU Gold and University of Dragons. So we'll have the newcomer looking to dethrone the return of the Dragons, and obviously University of North America looking to back-to-back repeat. But yeah, dominant victory over them. Maysky leading the lobby with 21 kills, a 17 KDA ratio in that last series. I mean, Gerald, how do you plan for that? How do you defend yourself for that?
I can't even put it into words. That was just a very, prominent example of dominance right there. The Dragons just pulled out everything that they had, and they kind of were just blowing through the lobby. And I don't think that's going to happen. FIU Gold also seemed like a very well-organized team, really good at playing together. And that could just be, the one thing that's needed to stop the Dragons. But as we saw last time in the previous showcase, the Dragons do know how to dominate. They know how to play the game. And, this series could go either way. Both teams seem very organized, and, they play very well together.
Couldn't agree more. I'm super excited for it. Will we have the returning Dragons go back-to-back, or will be the newcomers FIU Gold looking to dethrone them? We'll be finding out after this brief break, and look forward to it, guys. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a good one.
that BR is an insane weapon. That's why, it is ranked meta. That's why you get that gun, because, it does take some skill to go for those headshots, to crack those shields and things like that. And we already see Valorant players +1 kind of making a move.
For that cap, yeah. And I will say something that was worth, that I found interesting is the one with the overshield didn't carry the flag. So I believe it was Taco with overshield, but he protected the flag carrier instead of becoming the actual flag carrier. So he was kind of pushing himself out there, keeping the enemy team off of the flag carrier, and able to let him to, move on and progress towards the map and ultimately get the cap. Looks like they're gonna make yeah, there was a 3v1 situation with overshield. They're gonna send that back to base, and it looks like it's gonna be another cap coming in unless a miracle can happen here. Someone swoops in with a grapple hook and rocket launcher.
Yeah,
and there goes
right there,
2-0.
In that corner, there's not too much you can do about that, with the whole team kind of just collapsing on you and not letting you get away. Definitely it is a close match, kind of like we predicted it to be. Two very smart teams, so just seeing who can outsmart the other one.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at the score, you might want to. I don't blame them for kind of trying to slow things down, but as I say that, it looks like there's kind of a major fight going on lower tower, and it looks like Decryptor is going to end up being on the better half that our boy, who did get the chance to speak to before the showcase, is going to move over to open field, kind of pick a fight. He does get the assist there from Inertia. So it looks like they're taking I guess this is their sweet spot. We like to keep things comfortable. They do catch one player hiding underneath bottom mid. A slower pace game, like you were saying. So yeah, and as I say that, there's going to be two easy kills for Inertia there.
Their mechanics and their aim just kind of seem insane at this point. We're seeing just a lot of quick tubers, from long distances. They're kind of playing these angles as a team. I can't even imagine the callouts they're going on through their channel right now, just kind of talking to each other. And then we get Inertia with another 2-piece, and they're just kind of dominating right now. I'm going to be honest. It felt close to start, but now they're kind of pulling away super hard, and that's just the way it goes. UK Blue just kind of they're holding on to this momentum the best that they can.
On point all the time. They go for the power-ups. They call out all the time, and yeah, they're catching. They're catching.
Oh my gosh!
That's a triple nade. Oh my goodness!
Oh my
Ridiculous.
gosh!
Inertia might be that guy for this team here. It looks like he's been all over the place. Yeah, look at that, cleaning up the entire team on his own.
4-piece. Yep. I mean, now he has the active camo. This he's just a threat. He's unstoppable right now.
They're in garage. Inertia's trying to kind of sneak in there. I don't know if I recommend that. He is kind of by himself right now.
So he does look like he's taking advantage of the active camo. Yep. Quick little tubers.
He had no idea.
Easy. And I think it's just plays like that separate, good players from bad players, is that they come in with confidence. They know they have.
Oh,
and as soon as on cue, the overkill,
Hippo with the heat wave.
Pinnacle Hippo. Wow.
Hope you guys enjoyed that brief break and some of the highlights from our previous showcases. That's just a glimpse of what are the amazing content and gameplay we've been seeing out of our players. But it's that time of the night. It's what we've been waiting for all night. It's what we're here for. We're here to find out is who will win the third Halo Infinite showcase. Will it be the University of North America Dragons going back to back, or the FIU Gold dethroning our top champions from the last showcase? So we'll give you a brief look into the bracket. Gross Gang went and lost to FIU Gold. They got 2-0'd, unfortunately. And then the Dragons with a speed run, super quick series on University of Kentucky White, 2-0 as well. So we're finally here at our finals, FIU Gold and the Dragons going at it for bragging rights, for the Halo credits, for the brag bucks. That's what we're all here for to see. Chat, I want to see your predictions before we hop into this, just so we can see where the supporters are at, who's rooting for who, what we just saw, because both very talented teams, both 2-0'd their way to the finals. So it's, I want to see where you guys are thinking as well. I already have mine in mind, but I'm not going to tell you guys because, caster's bias, caster's curse. That's always a thing. But let's go and give you a brief overview of our brags for tonight that we were highlighting. How many kills will Gross have? That has been, I believe at this point, it's been cut, or has been, what's the correct word? It's been decided since they are no longer playing in the finals. AK Donahue will still be going, luckily, so we're keeping an eye on his numbers, their numbers, and then who will win the showcase. UKY White has been striked out as well as Gross Gang, so it's down to these two options, the Dragons or FIU Gold. And lastly, who will be leading the showcase in kills? So the last two teams in the finals looks like they're currently in the lead if my numbers are correct, in terms of kills. So whoever wins the series essentially might win this brag as well. So the Dragons or FIU Gold, who will be leading the showcase in kills. That's an amazing matchup that I'm looking forward to see. We already know what to expect from the Dragons, but not quite sure how FIU will hold up against them. And before we do that, let's go over the schedule for Brag House and what we have going on in the future. So I know tonight you're here at the Halo Infinite Showcase, and we have the circuit, we have the game night, as well as our Braggers versus Fraggers. But we're going right to our finals right away. Looks like the gamers are eager and ready to go. University of North America Dragons versus the FIU Gold team. Let's get right into it, Gerald.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how aggressive these teams play against each other. Because we know both of these teams can get their kills, and it already is a slow start. Like last couple games, we've seen 3-4 kills immediately, but no picks yet until just now. Kirito with the snipe from across the map, and I think the Dragons are going to try and use this advantage, and they're up.
Rockets are flying.
2-0. Yeah, rockets flying everywhere, and the Dragons are already making such an aggressive push to the flag after getting those early picks. And Sam luckily taking out Maysky, the flag carrier, and
they're just trading left
everywhere.
and right. Yeah. A lot of respect from each two teams. You can tell the way that they're approaching each other. And I see Sabg in the chat saying UONA looking scary. I mean, you guys are watching as well. It's scary is like the that's putting it very lightly. I don't know. I would not want to be on this opposing team the way that
it's an understatement.
Exactly.
We do see Maysky and your sandwich getting the trade. Elegancy getting a pick, but also getting taken out. And these teams are, it's an absolute slugfest right now. And we might see our first flag capture of the game coming from the Dragons. And there it is.
You have it. Pyramid. Double kill leading to the flag cap. 1-0. 10 minutes and counting on the clock. Send the tone early. And we cut right to Kirito just giving Sandwich a knuckle sandwich. I had to get it one more time. I'm sorry.
I mean, like we said before, like these teams, they're both very organized and, they play cohesively. And that's why we're not just seeing, too many picks left and right or unnecessary picks. We see two members of FIU Gold getting taken out, Pyramid taking out a third, and they're just absolutely running through them right now, trying to get to this flag and hopefully capture it one more time.
Yeah, I mean, get that 2-0 lead, plenty of time on the clock. Pyramid getting back-to-back double kills is what it looks like there, so he's asserting his dominance nice and early for his team. Shaka helping back up, keeping some of the pressure off of their flag carrier. But it looks like they're still...
Oh, Maysky.
Some nice aerial view of all the action going on in mid, and yeah, nobody's stopping Maysky right now. He's running off on his own, barely any health left, but he's gonna regen and get that cap in. 2-0 lead. Maysky with a cap of his own. I mean, just nothing but straight pressure coming out of the University of North America Dragons.
Yeah, being up 2-0 with almost 9 minutes left is such a great way to, set the momentum, set the tone, and force FIU Gold to play how you want them to play.
Assaulting.
And these nades they're aggressive.
Yeah,
These
I
are
was
some
just saying we cut
aggressive
right.
nades.
We cut to Pyramid just basically like doing a a cartwheel off the ledge after getting hit with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, I love the body animations in this game. You know, when you explode or get hit with the rocket launcher or something, you just go absolutely flying. And Macy getting caught
Straight
out in
ragdoll.
3v1, unfortunately. Yeah, literally ragdolling across the map.
Looks like Shaka's the only one up right now for his team, so he's probably playing conservative. And looks like he has backup coming in as spawns start to happen. Oh, he was trying to bait that overshield, and it looks like Sam and Shaka are going to trade there. So overshield's still available for either team if they want to make that a base for their next push. Good work from
And we
Shaka
do
taking
see,
out a couple members of FIU Gold.
yeah, I was just about to comment. We do see two members of FIU Gold get taken out, but there are three of them playing around the flag, looking to play a little bit more defensively right now. And Pyramid getting aggressive with that overshield, but he is caught in a terrible spot against three FIU Gold members and is taken out.
Ooh, man, Sandwich with the reversal, and he's gonna flick around and take out Maski as well with the double kill. Yeah, Pyramid, I mean, he was outnumbered. It was about a 3-2, then ended up being a 3-1, but that overshield basically makes you like a second person, the amount of health that that gives you, but it wasn't enough to take down the team. And FIU holds. We're not giving up another point at the moment. 7 minutes on the clock.
FIU Gold is playing some insane defense right now. Like, they're not really making too big of a push for the flag.
Maski with the
But
Kobe.
but they're for sure stopping, you know, for sure stopping Dragons from, you know, playing the game they want to play and playing as aggressive as they usually do.
Absolutely. And Maski's still holding it down. He's in that tight pocket, so nades are going to be flying in towards him. They're hoping to take him out, and Sandwich will clean up the kill for his teammates. And, oh, there's going to be a flag return, so both pushes will be reset for each team. 6 minutes and 20 on the clock. Definitely not over by any means. It's a little bit tighter than we just saw in that previous series, so props to FIU Gold for holding their own.
Yeah, only being down 2-0 with so much time left is definitely like it's very easy to come back from that. All it takes is just one really good push or one swing of momentum, and next thing you know, FIU Gold is, you know, making their way back.
Yeah, I mean, one cap and it's a whole different ball game. You don't feel as stressed with over 5 minutes on the clock. Anything could happen, especially when you have that overtime in your back pocket as well. And so he has that pulse pistol in hand. He's going to take out his shield on Sam, and his team is going to clean up the kill. He's going to turn around. Kirito's going to take out Sandwich with the flick, with the BR. I mean, he's just been nonstop all day today.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, they're going for that third flag capture, and if they can get this off and be up 3-0 with only 5 minutes left, that could potentially secure them the game. But we do see Kirito, you know, go down, and it looks like they're, you know, dropping off a height and pushing their way through the middle.
Oh, with the is he going to ignore the fight? Oh my goodness. He starts the fight, drops the flag, gets a couple shots and picks it up again, then finishes the kill afterward just to make sure it doesn't reset on him. I mean, that game sense is insane out of them. It's going to be a 3-0 lead. Awesome kill from Pyramid with the Bulldog in hand. I was going to make a bad pun, but I stopped myself there just for you guys' sake.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a bad pun here and there.
All right, I'll pull it out later once, you know, if the opportunity comes again.
So if you're FIU, like, what are you thinking here? Like, what's your game plan being down 3-0 with about 4.5 minutes left?
I mean, it's not like it's a one-sided event. I mean, the scoreboard may not look that way, but the way that their gunfights are happening is definitely like par for par. It's just that moving together and pushing, being more aggressive with the flag in hand. I mean, maybe communicating better, doing a better job of, you know, rolling as a team to make that push, because it's not like they're getting completely like fragged out. They're definitely, you know, able to win those gunfights. It's just that objective. You got to remember that this is capture the flag, so you got to focus on that more than just the gunfights.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. The gunfights do seem very fair, but I think Dragons is just taking better advantage of, you know, winning these gunfights or, you know, these even trades, and they're actually making a push towards the flag, whereas FIU Gold has just been playing a little too stagnant for, you know, being down 3-0 with 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah, you got, and even right now where the clock is at, you got to feel that sense of urgency. It's 3-0 in the same position as we saw in that first series. It's 3-0, 3 minutes on the clock. You're going to need a cap each minute to make this a tie game, not even for the victory.
And it looks like Maskey is pushing the flag to try and go up 4-0. We've seen Maskey do a really good job at moving the flag so quickly through the map that the other team doesn't even have a chance to catch up to him.
I mean, these two taps are just insane. And then we're going to have it right there. Maskey's that, I believe that's his second cap this round. He's doing an amazing job of keeping the pressure on the FIU Gold team. 4-0 lead for them, 250 and counting on the clock. That might have been the dagger for this round, but it's all good. There's still first match. Hopefully, get a little morale cap in, like we always say, and keep things interesting.
Oh, that rocket launcher is dangerous coming out of Pyramid. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Pyramid currently leading the lobby with 20 kills and counting, or that might be 21 now with that rocket launcher, and 2 caps to his name. So he's doing it on both ends, doing the objective, and he's fragging out for his teammates, keeping the pressure on him. Oh my good. Just drops down on Donahue, uses his thrusters, and he's gonna, oh my goodness, the double kill. He's on a killing spree of his own. Nobody can stop him right now.
Yeah, Maskey is just, a whole different force right now. He's capping flags, he's getting frags, whatever position his team needs him to be in, like, he can do it. He just hit the jukes to grab the overshield, and I think he's going to try and fight this and get the flag back.
Yeah, and I mean, Maskey's the last person you want to see with an overshield on. He's already a tank on his own. You don't want to give him any more leverage than he already has. But I believe I just heard a reset. So hopefully FIU Gold can, make something happen here. Minute 30, still have overtime. Maybe make it a 4-2 or a 4-1 game. Just some honorable respect kind of cap situation. Oh my, the 2 taps are insane out of Pyramid. It's clean every single time. I don't think he misses a single shot.
Yeah, the 2 taps are kind of absurd. I can't even lie. The BR is such a powerful gun. Once you're breaking the shield, you don't even have to finish off the kill yourself. You can just tell your teammates shield broken and just rely on one of them to finish it off for you, as long as you're getting that initial damage out.
Ooh, the jukes. If he get, oh man, he's using the grappler to survive and prolong the fight so his teammates can back him up. Great,
doing a little
great
bit of a Pathfinder cosplay.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. I mean, that's a perfect example for those who are maybe more Apex players than Halo. But that will be the round. Another 5-0 in the Dragons belt. Game 1 going to them. Congrats. I mean, just nothing but momentum for them. 3 map wins on this showcase alone. Congrats to them. Yep, and that'll be the 3rd for Maskey. So amazing job from him playing the objective, leading the way for his teammates. I mean, what else can you say for the Dragons? It's just what you see is what you get with them. They're always on point every single time. But again, we're going to cut to an overview here and see what the rest of the series will be like and what you guys just saw. 5-0 victory. Once again, a little bit of deja vu for the Dragons. Capture the flag on Bazaar. And the rest of the night will be as follows. You guys are used to seeing it. We've been talking about it all night. Oddball on Live Fire. Get a chance to see Kirito on that S7 sniper once again, hopefully. And then if FIU Gold is able to pull it together for this map too, we will be on Slayer on Recharge to just kill for kill. Hopefully who can get to the 50 score fastest, which the way these gunfights were going in this first map, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully this is the series, the finals where we get to see a map 3. But I mean, like I said before, I said it, like, what FIU needs is to kind of focus on that objective a little bit more. If they're able to, in this next map, be able to get their hands on the ball and, kind of have whoever it is maybe sit in garage or tower and kind of just relax and, not peek out, because the way that Dragons can kind of 2-tap you with even a smidge of your body being exposed, you kind of want to avoid that. So if you can kind of just hold on to the oddball, trust in your teammate to get those kills and those frags out for you to kind of get the pressure off of you, this could be a 3-game series.
Yeah, without a doubt. Making it a 3-game series is going to be super important because, you don't want to go out right now. And we definitely know FIU has that chance in their back pocket. They have the skills for it. They have the coordination. And I'm definitely excited to see does oddball change it up? Does that give them a little advantage? I don't know. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen because Dragons are very dominant oddball, like we did see last round or last series, and you just
100-0
cannot let
round.
them. You just cannot let them get control of that tower, or it's going to be tough getting them off of it.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen that in the history of any of these showcases. Just straight, they got literally off rip, went to bottom mid, grabbed the oddball, and just sat in tower for the entirety of the round. That was probably the fastest round of oddball I've seen in Halo. Period. Not even like the pro scene or anything like that. So hopefully, I trust that FIU Gold can not get 100-0 in that first round. They again, in terms of gunplay, they're pretty par for par.
Oh, I think we lost Victor,
So
but we are cutting into the game.
all right, map 2 of the final series in the Halo Infinite Showcase. I'm back. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere for this match. I don't want to miss anything. But Gerald, take over here. Get us started.
So we do see 2 even back-to-back trades on both ends, and again, back-to-back trades once again. So it looks like it should be a 2v2 at the moment, and no team has really had the opportunity to really get close to the oddball. It looks like they're waiting around this overcharger active camo, wanting to be the first ones to get to this power up, and then just kind of make their game plan around that.
And it will be the Dragons. Oh, he popped it and then immediately gets taken out. I guess Sam caught him putting it on. And then Sandwich is going to take out another member of the opposing team. So we're going to have FIU Gold climbing up the score nice and early. I don't know if I just gave them some pointers, but it looks like they're following my advice.
Yeah, this is the exact momentum that they needed. Getting these early points on the board, being the first team in control of the ball is going to be super important because we know once the Dragons hold the ball, they
Nice
hold it,
use
and then
of the
you're sandwiched
repulsor
with the nice repulsor tech to get up to the high ground and catch them off guard. That was disgusting, and I love seeing little, tech like that.
Yeah, that's my favorite use of the repulsor in general. I love a good, being able to use that to kind of get into, Donahue with the 2 taps, just not stopping at all. Being able to get you different levels of the map whenever you feel like, and sometimes when I get lucky, I get a little pancake in there with the repulsor. But 19 and counting for FIU Gold, they reclaim the ball once again.
Yeah, FIU Gold is doing a great job at not letting the Dragons touch the ball whatsoever. Like, they only have 3 points. They haven't really had an opportunity to get control of it. And as we see, the score is 24-5 and counting. But, that's better than the other teams have done that the Dragons have gone against. So they're definitely just kind of hounding.
Ooh.
And AK Donahue with the 2-piece in tunnels and control of the ball once again, up 30-7 at the moment. And it looks like this is all FIU right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is, again, I don't want to take credit here. I mean, I'm sure somebody from FIU Gold said it, but, playing the objective, trusting your teammates to get those frags, and look at the score right now. It's 43-7. Maskey dropping Sam right there. Just, I mean, if I see that name tag in the map, I'm running the other way. Oh my goodness, Maskey. You weren't even a part of that fight. Let your teammates have one kill or 2.
We do see a member of FIU Gold with the sniper. He's going to look to try and get a pick. And we see the Dragons trying to get it to the tower where they're most comfortable at. And we get to... Oh my gosh! Donahue with the repulsor. No scope on the ball carrier. Oh my god, that was disgusting. Someone clip that, please.
Clips, please. There's plenty of people in the chat. I need to see that on Twitter. I need to see it on TikTok, Instagram, everything. That was ridiculous. That was so much confidence to just pull up with the repulsor and no scope with the sniper. But they will reset
that
ball.
Was some absurd tech right there.
Oh my goodness. And somehow it looks like the Dragons end up with the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think FIU Gold did reset it, but FIU still has such a nice little lead, 60 to what, 26, 28, and the Dragons are looking to work their way up, but FIU is not letting them hold the ball for too long.
Yeah, like they already had to force the reset. Ends up in the hands of FIU Gold. Great communication on their end, and like we were saying, these gunfights are super tight. We got Sandwich leading the lobby with 9 kills, and then Pyramid on the opposing team with 8. Super close. Again, both equally talented teams. It was just a matter of readjusting to their game plan and focusing on that objective.
Yeah, agreed 1,000%. Whatever adjustment they made in between was a great idea because it looks like it's working out for them. We see Shaka with the sniper. He already got 1 pick, and he's looking to, get anybody that might try and play too aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, he's just waiting for that. Oh, Kirito has his back there. Oh, he's straight no scopes. Nobody even needs the ADS at all in this lobby. It seems like.
I mean, they want to go for the clip. That's what it's all about. The no scopes. That's what you pick up the sniper for. Maybe a little bit for your team, but definitely the clips.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with these line of sights. But I do want to add, you want to be careful if your FIU goal. It's 85 and counting to 70 for this UONA Dragons team. And 3 minutes on the clock. You might want to kill the ball carrier here before this ends up being a comeback win for the team.
And it looks like, with the final seconds ticking down, the Dragons are going to take home this first round after an insane comeback, being down, it was like 30-7, something like that. And, they did what they did do best, and that's control the ball and play around the ball carrier. And it obviously worked out for them.
And what's nice to see is I got a glimpse of the scoreboard for a second there. The objective points were basically identical from all 4 teammates. They each took time to make sure that score was running up. It was about 15 to 20 objective points for each player. So good to see that balance that we're so used to seeing out of the Dragons and be able to make that comeback round.
Yeah, and you really don't see that too often. You only see 1, maybe 2 people really holding control of the ball while the rest of the team, gets the frags. But seeing it split up fairly evenly is very rare, and obviously it worked out very well for them.
Yeah, and they also just, the triple kill from Pyramid. Oh my goodness, he's going to get taken out by Sam. But it does show the pressure that FIU is putting on the Dragons, because the fact that they kept having to switch up who was holding the objective, getting, pushed every single time by that FIU team. Oh, we might get Sam taking out the shield with the no-scope and cleaning up his kill on Kirito. All right, 25-0 for the Dragons. If you're FIU, kind of got to get back to your original plan of what was working earlier. Don't want this kid out of hands anytime soon.
It did look like FIU did get a handful of picks, so those couple of seconds are super important when the Dragons couldn't really hold onto the ball for points, and the ball carrier was forced to get in a gunfight. But it looks like Dragons are opting to play this back corner to get the quick reset if needed, and it looks like they're doing a great job at defending the ball carrier.
Yeah, and the Dragon's gonna take that reset. There was 2 coming in on Maysky. He knew he wasn't taking that. He's gonna keep his eye on the scoreboard and keep things pushing. Ooh, okay. All right, nice moves from Kirito. Be able to stay alive there with the reversal. I do want to add, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this throughout the night for some of you that aren't familiar. FIU Gold is the Florida International University. So if anybody from Florida here in the chat, show some love to your Florida team. So it's the Florida International University Gold team showing love and representing for the state of Florida tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the first school that we've had from Florida participate, which is super cool. People all over the country, joining in and participating in our showcases. And we do see FIU looking to take advantage and, take a little trick out of the Dragons book and holding this tower and holding different angles. And let's see how well that works out for them.
Those nade kills, he didn't see it coming, and now it looks like the Dragons are kind of reclaiming that tower base and running up the score.
Yeah, the nades are dangerous in this game.
Yeah, I think I saw 2 just pop up as soon as he hit that corner, but they are making a good push. Got the sniper in hand, something you don't want to see. Sandwich is just knocking out the double kills left and right by all on his own. Yeah, look at that. Pyramid with the double kill. S7 in hand. Oh, man. You relax, Pyramid, relax. Don't do it to him. You don't have to.
Oh my
They have a
gosh.
family. Oh, he's trying to predict what side he's gonna pop.
Oh my gosh. Pyramid with the no scope. He baited it, and Dragons take home the win, and they are your back-to-back Bragg House Showcase champions.
Congratulations to them. Back-to-back wins. First time that we've ever seen a back-to-back champion at the Bragg House. Applauds to them. Loving the chat for them, especially as well for FIU. First time coming out, making the run that they did, putting some pressure on the University of North America Dragons for the first time that I've seen. You know, I haven't, a lot of time when they've competed has been pure dominance. And you can see that they weren't expecting, you know, this type of competition coming out of the FIU Gold team. So props to them. Hopefully we can see them return in the future. A lot of fun watching them play. A lot of great players that I, you know, was able to keep an eye on, and hope to see them come back once again. Big thank yous to all the teams, honestly, overall. A lot of good content, a lot of good fun and competition, what we love to see at the Bragg House. Amazing job.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you for all the teams that showed out. And, you know, let's go over this bracket really quick just so we have an idea of, you know, the process that the Dragons went through in order to, you know, claim their back-to-back championship.
So we did see earlier tonight in our bracket, it was the Gross Gang versus FIU Gold. There was a 2-0 victory for FIU Gold. A lot of dominance coming out of that team. Love to see what they brought to the table, as well as our back-to-back champions, University of North America Dragons 2-0ing UKY White, and then ultimately moving on, keeping that momentum rolling and go right into the next series and 2-0 the FIU Gold team. So congratulations once again to the Dragons. They take home the bragging rights, the brag books, the Halo credits. Let's give you a brief overview of how everything played out in this final series. And as you saw, it was 5-0, capture the flag on Bazaar, moving on to a 2-0 oddball on Live Fire. And still, Gerald, still no map 3. Want to see that Slayer on Recharge. I'm praying for it every showcase. Hopefully the next one will be the one. I thought third time would be the charm, but unfortunately not. Also, lastly, since we're wrapping up here and we'll be getting answers to these brags as the night moves on, so we'll cover the 4 highlighted brags that we had coming. It was how many kills will Gross have? I'm sure you guys will find out the results of that in the next couple hours or so. How many kills will Donahue, University of North America Dragons, going back to back, the return of the Dragons once again. And we have the who will lead the showcase in kills. So that will be, I'm getting answers as we speak. So how many kills will Gross have? 26 to 50 category. Donahue, 51 to 75. Our winning team is the Dragons. And who will lead the showcase in kills? Your back-to-back champions, University of North America Dragons. So congrats to them. Let's move on and show you what we have coming up since we are concluding our showcase at the moment. Tomorrow it will be our Bragg House game night, which will be for International Women's Day. So come show love to the Bragg House ladies and what they have going on when they'll be playing some Jackbox Party from 6 p.m. EST to 8 p.m. EST. And Wednesday, which will be our final Smash Circuit qualifier, 7 p.m. EST on the Bragg House channel. These all will be on the Bragg House channel. And Thursday, our first ever Braggers versus Fraggers, which starts at 6 p.m. EST. Come hang out with the Bragg House staff and play against them in some Dead by Daylight. Some of the braggers or the Bragg House staff will be running away from you, one of the community members, being a chaser throughout Dead by Daylight. So it should be a lot of fun, a lot of amazing opportunities to get to know us a little bit better. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, Gerald, what do you have to say? Any closing remarks before we head out of here? It was a lot of fun. Always a pleasure casting with you. So what do you have to say of what we just saw tonight?
I just want to give a shout out to, everyone in the stream, everyone that participated, all the Oompa Loompas in the back, making the stream run as smooth as possible. Honestly, it was a great time. I love doing these, especially with Vic. That's my boy. Come on, son. And, just shout out everyone. We appreciate the support and definitely excited for the next one.
Absolutely. So everybody who's watching, make sure you, again, we got to dethrone Daniel. Download that Bragg House app because I know I am still working on it, so I need some backup. Also, be sure to follow us on all our social media. That's where you'll get updates on new tournaments. That's when you'll figure out, who is winning. You'll kind of get your shout outs on there as well. You can also let us know some of the community-based things, get your input in, join the Discord server. We're all over the place. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. The Discord server is popping. It's getting a lot more active because we have all these events happening. So make sure to do that as well. I mean, big thank you again. I want to say to the teams, I want to reiterate what you said, Gerald. We have our Bragg House team in the back end, making sure that we look nice and pretty every night, every showcase, every time we cast, doing an amazing job keeping things running smoothly, especially our teams as well. Shout out to everyone who participated, FIU Gold, the Gross Gang, University of North American Dragons, University of Kentucky White. Appreciate all of you. Hope to see you return once again for our next showcase. And yeah, that's going to be it for us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we'll see you in our next events in chat throughout the rest of the week. And also make sure you join the Reddit as well. I forgot to point that out. Shout out to Liam. We have a Bragg House Reddit, which a lot of up-to-date news. But it's been a lot of fun, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time. I've been Victor. This is Gerald. See you guys.
So you.